To travel to the Channel Islands, Marito Academy students will embark in one of the Channel Islands National Park concessionaires. You will be on a boat from 60 to 90 minutes depending upon which island you are visiting. The following segment will highlight some of the safety issues that need to be taken into consideration when traveling by boat to the Channel Islands National Marine Sanctuary and Park. Your naturalist guide will reinforce this information prior to your boarding the boat.
Fun to learn some things, maybe about island foxes, whales, whatever we see. But above and beyond all of that, we need to think about being safe today. If one of you gets hurt on the boat, can we send an ambulance out to pick you up, bring you back to the hospital? No. We have to turn around the boat and everybody comes home. So in order to stay safe on the boat today, there's a few safety rules you all need to know. What kind of rules do you think there are for being on the boat? No running is the #1 rule. And I bet that the captain's going to give you a quiz today when you get on board, asking you what that rule is. What are you going to tell him?
No running.
He's never going to hear you if you say it like that. We're going to tell him?
No running.
That's much better. Okay, what's another rule you think would be important?
Use the handrails on the stairs.
Using the handrails always. When you're walking around, no matter where you're going, one hand is always on the boat. Okay, not on your friend, because you're going to knock your friend over too. Got to be on the boat. If you have a water bottle in one hand and your camera in the other, what should you be doing?
Walking.
Sitting, because you don't have a hand free. Put that camera in your pocket.
Excuse me, miss, could I have you put those in your backpack, please, so you have your hands free? Thank you, and watch your step getting on the boat.
Hold on as you walk around everywhere. That's another really important rule. Another really important rule is just going to be keeping your 2 feet on the deck at all times. If you're leaning over the railing to watch a whale and try to pet it or something, and you fall in, you're going to scare it away, right? Okay? If you start jumping up and down and your feet leave the deck and the deck drops with the wave, what happens when you come back down?
You shoot up.
You get hurt. Yeah. So 2 feet, stay on the deck at all times. Not standing up on the seats or leaning over the rails. That's another really important rule today. When you're climbing up and down from the upper deck to the lower deck, our stairwell is steep enough, we call it a ladder on the boat. And on that ladder, you need to have 2 hands to hold on. Okay, so nothing in your hands at all. We ask you don't carry food or drinks upstairs. You do all that downstairs so that you have both hands free on that ladder. That'll be another thing to keep you safe. The last thing to keep you safe is when you get on board, I'm going to ask you to stow your backpacks underneath the seats somewhere. That way you don't have that extra weight kind of knocking you off balance as you're walking around the boat. But they're still handy for you to grab if you need something out of them, okay? For your comfort today, a couple things you're going to need to know. On the back deck, there's 2 restrooms. The doors are latched open so they don't swing and smash fingers, so you have to pull that door really hard to get it to close. Once you're inside, nothing mysterious about what's in there, except that you push a button on the wall to make everything go away, instead of a flush handle like your toilet at home, okay? They plug up really easily, so just a little bit of toilet paper, please, and that'll help keep them functioning today, okay? And one more comfort rule. Those of you who've been on a boat before, how many of you felt seasick? A couple of you. What do you do to help combat the feelings of seasickness? What can you do?
You can bring ginger snaps or something.
Ginger tends to help. What else?
Let it out.
Let it out. We call it feeding the fish or recycling your breakfast. Yeah, where do you do it if you have to?
Puking in the water.
Oh, in the water, yeah. At home, you'd go to the bathroom, right? Here on the boat, that's the worst place to be. It becomes your own little torture chamber. You want to be outside where you get the fresh air. So you just downstairs, the lower back deck is the best place to ride. It's where it's most stable. So if you're feeling a little bit dizzy, a little bit queasy, you just want to go downstairs outside and hang out back there on that back deck, get that fresh air, and you should feel better. And if worse comes to worse, over the railing with your breakfast, yeah. I think that's it for the safety and comfort rules. One last rule we have for you guys today is no electronics today, okay? If you brought iPods, cell phones, Game Boys, all of that, they stay in your backpack till you're on your way back home, okay? We don't want to see them. We're gonna have it be a totally natural today out there so you can enjoy the sights and the sounds of nature. Yes, ma'am? Cameras are okay. We do want you to take memories, so cameras are fine. But the other thing we want to be sure everybody knows about are our life jackets. If for some reason today the boat had an emergency at sea, we would pass these out to you guys. And I need a volunteer to show us how these work. I'm gonna have you come on. What's your name?
Sarah.
Okay, Sarah, go ahead and turn and face your class. If I hand this to you, how do you put it on? Just right through there. Okay. And then there's this black strap. Where does this black strap go? All the way around your waist. Other way. There you go. And then it attaches right back up here. Perfect. Looks like it was set for a high schooler here, so we're gonna fix it, make it fit her. Everybody see how those go on?
Yeah.
Does it look comfortable?
No.
Definitely not. She can't move around real well. She can't even see her feet. So again, we don't make you wear them all day, but if we had an emergency, this is what you're gonna need to put on to keep you safe if we have to move you from the big boat into a life raft, okay? Should we throw her in and make sure it floats?
No.
Oh, that's a very good friend that you are. Give Sarah a little round of applause for being such a perfect model for us today. If you pull it apart that way, it makes it a little easier. All right. Yes, ma'am.
I know another rule that we should follow.
What's that?
Fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we definitely want to make sure you do have fun today. You guys know the rules now, though, to help keep you safe. We want to see you following those, because if we catch you breaking the rules, you end up in timeout on the boat, which is no fun, and it's kind of embarrassing because you guys are old enough to not need timeouts. So you guys know what they are now, and as soon as we're ready, we'll call you down to the boat. All right? I'll see you down there. Thanks for your attention.